Hi and welcome to PCHTV. I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Chase.
It's hard to leave campus for lunch this year or have food delivered because the closed campus concept is being enforced. Jaya and Gloria talked to students and staff about it.
Last school year, students at Parkway Central's high school were leaving campus during lunchtime. Mrs. Gridge shares why things have changed this school year and how she feels about the new reinforcement of the rules.
So I think the new lunch rules have hit everybody pretty hard. So one of the first ones being not being able to leave. And a lot of that comes from just safety and security. In this day and age, we need to make sure that we're keeping our schools safe and welcoming for all, but we have that security piece as well. And with DoorDash, it just kind of makes it hard to manage all the DoorDash orders for the number of students we have. And so it just comes down to being able to manage it.
Several students have made multiple complaints to staff members, but specifically Dr. Bird.
Well, I understand from the students' perspective that it is very different this year as opposed to last year, and probably the students would find that to be unfair.
I feel that it's unnecessary because last year we could DoorDash, and this year they want to change the rules.
I feel like they don't really contain with school because we used to leave all the time. So what's the difference between this year and last year?
Many students at Central believe that they were actually allowed to leave school during a free period or during lunchtime, but this was never actually the case. In fact, Dr. Bird says this was never allowed.
So students were never allowed to leave the campus to get lunch or to DoorDash. That was never allowed. Because of the setup of the building, it was hard for us to really enforce it. Now that we have the vestibule, which I love, it's less challenging for us to enforce DoorDash deliveries. So now this year, DoorDash deliveries are significantly down. And with the deliveries, if you have parents, family members, or anything like that who want to deliver food, we welcome that. But we're doing a new thing this year. I like it, and I think it's better that way.
This is Gloria and Jaya tuning in from PCHTV.
There's no such thing as a free lunch anymore. The free lunch federal program ended and students are back to paying for their food again. Leo and Elliot have the story.
After COVID precautions were lifted last year, the free lunch program has also been removed. With lunch costing money now, students have to think about how often they are buying.
When I found out lunch costed money at the beginning of the year, I decided I would be buying lunches way less frequently, so I started to bring my own lunch to school.
It's a lot at once because student loans came back and also lunch costs now, so that's more cost on my mom.
Students have also been impacted by the change in multiple ways since the free lunch has gone away.
I don't really know how I feel about the change. It's definitely affected me in bringing lunches, and it's made eating lunches, if I have a busy night and I'm not able to pack my lunch, or a busy morning and I can't pack my lunch, it kind of makes it a lot less convenient for me.
Doesn't really affect me, but I guess it affects my mom more than me, but I have to hear about it, so it's kind of annoying that it costs now. Because she's the one who has to pay for it, so she's okay, well, don't get this or this and that. So it's kind of annoying to keep hearing that.
Now that the pandemic has calmed down, lunch is costing money after decisions made by companies in charge.
Because COVID stopped. We stopped getting federal assistance. It's a DESI rule. So DESI's the one that controls all the government meals, and they're the ones that decided.
The supply of food products have been affected due to both COVID's free lunch program and the removal of it that is currently in place.
It was kind of hard sometimes getting in product, but we kind of rolled with the punches, and they subbed out items left and right, and we just served whatever we could get. We've been able to get a few more items. It's still not 100% perfect, but I think we have been getting a little bit more than what we were.
This has been Elliot and Leah reporting for PCHTV.
November 1st is a big deadline for college applicants. Daniel dives into college application process and finds out what seniors are experiencing and what you need to know about the process.
There are many students who are concerned about college here at Parkway Central High. There are many seniors who have been working diligently to be able to attend their desired colleges. Here are some colleges they've been applying to.
The schools I'm applying to is the University of South Carolina, Clemson University, and the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. All these schools have really good programs, and I'm just really excited to start a new chapter of my life.
I'm applying to Maryville, Mizzou, and SLU. I get motivation from finishing my senior off well, starting a new chapter of my life, and also a good nursing program, which is one I want to go into.
Seniors must prepare for tests and even take AP classes to ensure that they get into the school that they wish. Here are some preparation steps that they take.
I prepared for the ACT by using their big red book and just studying a lot and devoting a lot of hours to it. I am taking AP Latin 5 because I love taking it, and I've been taking it now for 6 years. And I'm also taking AP Calculus AB because that's what the school has made me take because of the course in math.
I prepared for the ACT by using their practice tests that they make on their website to kind of like replicate what a real ACT would look like. I'm taking AP Latin 5 because ever since I chose to take it in 7th grade, it's kind of where the course took me through Latin 1 all the way up to 5. And then same thing with calculus, AP Calc, just starting in algebra in 8th grade and getting to Calc AB this year.
Ms. Prang, the counselor here at our school, has some words for us on how one should prepare themselves.
The high school graduation requirements is typically going to prepare you for college. Some colleges might look for a 4th credit of math, 2 years minimum of a world language, and if you're choosing a specific career path, having additional coursework or stronger coursework in that field would also be a good idea. For scholarships, we have a database in a program we call Naviance. Naviance is a tool that Parkway uses where you can log in and see a list of scholarships that I have posted for students. There's also a database of scholarships that's national. It has 3.5 million scholarships in there, and you can fill out a profile of yourself and it will match you with scholarships. And then we also have a link for a scholarship database specifically for St. Louis area students called My Scholarships Central. So those are the 3 big key places to look for scholarships that are outside of the university scholarships. For the most part, the university scholarships you're considered for those simply by submitting an application for admission. We do on our website have an entire page called Finding the Best Fit College. So the college reps that come to Parkway Central are here to meet with students. They are wanting to connect with students, answer their questions, give more information about the institution. We have hundreds of schools that come through our doors, and it's just a great way to learn a little bit more about those schools that you could spend hours digging on a website for, but the rep is here to make those connections.
Ms. Prang helps many students find and prepare for the college that is best fit for them, but it's ultimately up to them what path they take. If you're thinking about college, talking to your counselors is the best step you can take. See what you might need to do. This is Daniel reporting for PCHTV.
Tonight is the second round of district football. PCHTV will be on the field with some special coverage. Amir and DJ talked to Coach King and senior linebacker Elliot Leong about the season and their postseason expectations.
The Parkway Central Colts are currently 7-2, which is their best record since 2017.
It's been an improvement from last year. Guys are really figuring out what it takes to compete at the varsity level and win. And got some momentum going, which is a good thing going into the playoffs.
After a disappointing season last year, they hope to bounce back.
Yeah, definitely. We had a lot more experience O-line, and that has let us be able to run the ball a lot more efficiently. We have DJ, who's had multiple years of varsity experience, and our whole team has had a lot more experience than in prior years. So our success is definitely what has come out of our hard work and our effort.
Well, you never know with high school players how they're going to react, but I thought we had enough talent, enough returning players who have a lot of experience to have a really solid season. I didn't know what the win-loss record would be. I just knew we'd be better than we were last year, and it's turned out to be.
Coming into the season, we learned if they've done anything differently.
I think this year in prior years, I focused too much on stuff like getting stronger, getting faster, and that led me to hurt myself in the past or just not get better at the football aspects. But this year I've been more focused on being more of a leader on the field and getting better at the football aspects of football rather than just running or lifting.
Really haven't changed a ton from last year. I think it's more so guys are just buying in more to it. What we're doing, we're more experienced, more mature, just overall more cohesive. That first year of a new head coach is challenging for everyone. I think we're in a groove this year, in a good groove.
Finally, we get King's finishing words.
One game at a time, one practice at a time. That's all you can focus on is what's right in front of you and let everything else take care of itself.
This has been Amir and DJ reporting for PCHTV.
Thanks for watching. See you at the game.